The other day, somebody asked me, hey, why do you always work with Exodus? Their art just looks like Magic the Gathering. Well, I disagree with you. Look how vibrant this looks. Look how beautiful this is. Like this, I love this because it mimics Swords of Revealing Light to me. You know, you get some of the cool energy cards. Look how cool this stuff looks. Even like the cover card for this set looks extraneously cool. Dimensional Destruction over here. Even got a little derpy cool dragon there. And of course, you have cool things like this. And even like little time spirits. So like, I gotta give it to Exodus. Like, this set looks so cool in its own right. Well, let's dig on into that pretty cool discussion. If you want to learn more about Exodus, link is in the description. Is it safe? Can I come out? Hello? I'm scared. I don't want to wear this shirt. You guys want a discussion on decks part 2? Oh, I promised you that. Okay. We'll do it in a second. As soon as I get some clothes on. Well, I guess it was a matter of time until I had to introduce you to the Plague Spreader. Those of you that play Town of Salem, you'll probably get this reference. If not, you just might call me Death. So, as the format is dying here, and as the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! The game's doing fine right now, we're going to talk about the 5 decks right now. The 5. That I'm just kind of like, what the hell happened? Like, where did these go for the October format? So first up over here is Trickstar. Now, you're all probably like, well, Robbie, Trickstar, they topped with Magnites. Are you stupid? Like, do you know what? Okay, so combining with the hybrid definitely says something about the deck. Exodus. So, for what the deck's worth, Trick's Reincarnation actually now blows. If you resolve Reincarnation on our friend, the Thunder Dragon deck, yeah, you're gonna cry. Like, the power behind Reincarnation just kind of fell to the wayside. Now, unpopular belief over here, you can now trap Trig out and set Reincarnation. That's pretty cute. And then you can droll your opponent and smile as all is well in the format. And if you do things correctly with your droll, and your opponent just goes chain link 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after you Reincarnation them, drop that droll wherever you see fit, and do your job, you know? The combo's still there, it's just the feel that the rest of the format has going for it right now kind of sucks. I still want Reincarnation gone out of the game. I think the card needs to be limited to 1. This is something that Thunder Dragons didn't have to deal with in the OCG, and it's multiple Reincarnations. I think Reincarnation only just helps fix the problems that the deck has, to be completely honest with you. But Trickstars still do exist in today's current day and age, and we're going to have to continue to deal with that just looming threat for a while. Now, the second one over here that is kind of been on the back of my mind for a little while now is Cyber Dragons. Now, Cyber Dragons were already this really, really interesting deck because they would break the Goki U-Link and then proceed to OTK their opponent. But now we've reached an impasse in this format. When you look at what Cyber Dragons can do, the deck wants to break boards. But 95% of the time, if you're playing against Thunder Dragons, how often are they going to leave the big Thunder Dragon up in the main monster zone? And that was something that I was kind of looking at today. It's like most of the time, like you want to go into Kaminari or some Summers, whatever the hell his name is, Link Monster, and you want to be able to bring back your Thunder Dragons in the main monster zone. Like, that's fundamentally how your deck works. Now, contrary to popular belief, that's not always going to happen. You might be able to chomp off something. But as far as I know, Thunder Dragons in the main monster zone are something that our friends Cyber Dragons are not going to be able to out. I mean, you can generate large cyber beatstick monsters to kind of counteract this, but the thing that your deck was good at, the slurping and, making use of those monsters kind of has fallen to the wayside. Now, I think the unfortunate downside is with the kind of loss of that slurping, the deck kind of falls off, and that's It's not a good thing. I think the deck will kind of just sit in the back of the room for a little while. People will still continue to play it as a very good means to countering the meta, but now that Thunder Dragons sit down at the dinner table, things are different now. Also, you have danger to deal with now, and you can't really slurp anything in danger, like says the shirt. Like, come on now. You might be able to OTK danger, but if danger sets up something relatively crazy, like, you're not going to be able to do anything. You can't slurp. Like, that's the problem. Now, in the same category as Cyber Dragons is, of course, Crusadia. And they're in the same boat that Cyber Dragons are, but I think they have it a little bit worse, actually. And Crusadia was a deck that obviously needs your opponent to be able to play the game, but they need to be able to search. The thing I've seen happen to Crusadia, at least 95% of the time at locals, is some sort of floodgate just ruins the deck. Rivalry just goes in. Like, you're going to have an incredibly bad time. Now, same thing happens when you enter into the format. A monster that your opponent can't search shuts off everything that the Crusadia monster wants to do. I'm not saying that this is the death of going second decks, because it's not. Things will only evolve at this point, but yikes, man. The tier 2 decks that existed during the Exodus previous format are just, they're getting power crept, and it's not good for the budget players. Budget players look to these decks as options to kind of counter the meta, and here we are taking this away from the players, but this is how progress works. I mean, look at Mech Knight, for example. I'm not going to go super in depth with them, but they're in the same boat as the other 2 OTK decks right now. You know, they look at this monster that they can't really move out of the way, and they're just like, well, fuck me, man. What am I supposed to do as a player? I look at this big threat, and it's like, oh, I can't do anything. I mean, there's Book of Eclipse for that, and we'll talk about that when we get into my side deck discussion video tomorrow. But you have this issue, and it's, if you don't draw that assistant card, you're going to have a bad time, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, it's just the downside of playing these decks. Like, you got to have the out. Now, the other one that got super destroyed. Oh, my God. What happened to True Draco? Like, John brought this up in our discussion. I didn't even think about this. What happened? Where'd they go? Oh, True Draco? True Draco? Have you guys seen them? I've seen to have misplaced my friends. They were just here a minute ago. I swear, they topped a regional. They were here. I don't know. Ah, yes. The same thing that's happened to the other decks that I mentioned here. We have 2 new big boys sitting at the table. And because we now have 4 of these pain-in-the-ass decks, and instead of Goki Sky Striker, you know, Thunder Dragons, and you have Danger, things are not going well for these rogue decks. And true enough, True Draco does have floodgates, but they want to win every single dice roll that they can. And Card of Demise can only do so much. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I know a lot of people out there really want to believe that Card of Demise is the save-all. Draw 3 can only come so far. Like, I didn't actually think there'd be a time I would actually say that. When it's like, we need more. Card of Demise. It's not enough. So if you're a True Draco player, I mean, you go on with your floodgates. You might get lucky. You might play Infinite Sky Striker players all day. You might be in a fantastic position. Absolutely. More power to you. But if you run into that Thunder Dragon player, they're just going to stare at you and go, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, well, it's not going to be a fun matchup no matter what you do. So, I'm sorry, True Draco players. I think out of everybody, True Draco got the biggest weird shaft out of this. Like, I mean, they can still top 32 a regional, but, like, their time at the dinner table, it's because the format shifted so much with this set. It's actually crazy. And then the last one I have to talk about. I'm not going to talk about Mech Knight. I'm not going to talk about Dinosaur in this video. They're there. Same thing with Blue Eyes, Chaos Max Turbo. The last one I'm going to touch on here is actually going to be Frightfur. And if you guys want those other decks, I mean, I can do a part 3 on Friday. You just got to communicate that with me, Exodus. And I'll see what I can do for you. Now, here we go. So Fright Fur Patchwork, it's out. Everybody and their fucking mother has rejoiced. Every player that had Fright Furs put together the deck this weekend and was like, holy shit, this deck's kind of cute. And then you realized a few things. One, your deck probably got power crept. Alright, you can still do cute things, but you're in the same little category as our friends called Cyber Dragons, Crusadia, and well, a little bit of Mech Knight. You kind of notice a few things. Ash Blossom sucks. All right, I watched more Patchworks get Ash Blossom than I've ever seen before. And to top things off, you're an OTK deck. You know what your OTK deck wants to do? I got sneeze. Whoo! Wow, that was a sneeze. Your OTK deck wants to go second. And the unfortunate downside is, well, you want to search. You guys kind of getting the moral story of this video. Thunder Dragons are a real motherfucker, alright? They're not always going to have Colossus on the field. They're not always going to be able to play the game on your turn with Titan. But 95% of the time, it's going to happen. And you're going to have a bad time. Now, you might be able to produce a couple of relatively large Fright Fur monsters. You can do a couple of cute things. Sure, absolutely. You know, that's what your deck does. But at the end of the day, you're in the same boat as the other going second decks. You're just an irrelevant shell of your former self that's just kind of scraping by in the sands of time, just trying to get somewhere, man. And unfortunately, it's not enough. It's just how it looks like it works these days. So there's that. Well, I got a saddle up. Gotta go on home. Exodus. Thanks for watching this discussion video on these 5 rogue decks. If you guys want, I can pull 5 more out of my ass. If you want more of this, we can do a part 3, but Plague Spreader, there's only so much I can actually do. So, thanks for watching. Peace out. Oh wait, I'm still here. Bye! The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. I will be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.